We're going to dive deep into the law of attraction and how you can use it to attract success in every area of your life. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Jim, is this some kind of magic? Is this just another get-rich-quick scheme? Let me assure you it's neither. The law of attraction is as real as the law of gravity. And just like gravity, it's always working, whether you believe it or not. But here's the kicker. Once you understand how it works, you can use it to your advantage. You can harness its power to create the life you've always dreamed of. Isn't that exciting? Let's start with the basics. The law of attraction states that like attracts like. In other words, the thoughts and energy you put out into the universe come back to you. It's as simple as that, and yet it's profound in its implications. Think about it for a moment. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to have all the luck? Everything just falls into place for them. They attract great opportunities, wonderful relationships, and abundance in all areas of their life. On the other hand, there are those who always seem to struggle, always complain about their bad luck and how nothing ever works out for them. What's the difference between these two types of people? It's not their circumstances, their background, or their education. It's their mindset. It's the energy they're putting out into the world. You see, success isn't something that happens to you. It's something you attract by the person you become. Let that sink in for a moment. Success isn't something that happens to you. It's something you attract by the person you become. This is why personal development is so crucial. The more you grow, the more you can achieve. The more you improve yourself, the more you can improve your life. It's a direct correlation. Now, I can see some of you nodding your heads. You're starting to see the connection. But others might be thinking, Jim, this sounds great in theory. How does it work in practice? How can I actually use the law of attraction to attract success? Well, I'm glad you asked, because that's exactly what we're going to explore today. I'm going to share with you 5 key principles that will help you harness the power of the law of attraction and use it to create the life of your dreams. Are you ready? Let's dive in. Principle 1, clarity is power. The first principle is all about clarity. You see, the universe can't deliver what you want if you're not clear about what that is. It's like trying to tune into a radio station without knowing the frequency. You'll just end up with static. So the first step in using the law of attraction is to get crystal clear about what you want. And I mean crystal clear. It's not enough to say, I want to be successful or I want to be rich. What does success look like to you? What does being rich mean in your world? I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Go ahead, humor me. Now, I want you to imagine your ideal life 5 years from now. What does it look like? Where are you living? What kind of work are you doing? Who are you surrounded by? How do you feel when you wake up in the morning? Get as specific as you can. The more detail you can add to this vision, the more real it becomes, and the easier it will be for the universe to deliver it to you. Now, I'm not saying you need to have every minute of your life planned out. That's not what this is about. It's about having a clear direction, a North Star to guide you. You know, I once met a young man who told me he wanted to be successful. When I asked him what that meant to him, he couldn't give me a clear answer. He just knew he wanted more than what he had. So I asked him to do this exercise, to visualize his ideal life in detail. A week later, he came back to me with a completely different energy. His eyes were shining, and he couldn't stop smiling. He told me that for the first time in his life, he knew exactly what he wanted. He wanted to start his own business, a company that created eco-friendly products. He could see himself leading a team of passionate individuals, making a difference in the world, and living in a beautiful home by the beach. That clarity changed everything for him. It gave him a target to aim for, a dream to pursue. And you know what? Within 2 years, he had launched his company and was well on his way to making that vision a reality. That's the power of clarity. When you know exactly what you want, you send a clear signal to the universe. You align your thoughts, your actions, and your energy with that vision. And that's when the magic starts to happen. But here's the thing. Clarity isn't a one-time event. It's an ongoing process. As you grow and evolve, your vision may change. And that's okay. In fact, it's more than okay. It's natural and necessary. So make it a habit to regularly check in with yourself. Ask yourself, is this still what I want? Does this vision still excite me? If not, what needs to change? Remember, you're not locked into your vision. You have the power to refine it, to expand it, to completely change it if that's what feels right to you. The important thing is to always have that clarity, that sense of direction. Now, some of you might be thinking, but Jim, what if I don't know what I want? What if I'm not sure about my vision? That's a great question, and it brings us to our second principle. Principle 2, the power of exploration. If you're not sure what you want, don't worry. You're not alone. Many people struggle with this, especially when they're just starting out on their personal development journey. The key here is exploration. You need to try new things, expose yourself to new ideas, meet new people. The more experiences you have, the more you'll learn about yourself, what you like, what you don't like, what excites you, what drains you. Think of it like trying on clothes. You might think you know your style, but until you actually try on different outfits, you won't know for sure what looks and feels best on you. The same goes for life experiences. Maybe you think you want to be a doctor, but after volunteering at a hospital, you realize it's not for you. That's valuable information. It helps you refine your vision to get closer to what truly resonates with you. I always say the path to success is not a straight line. It's a winding road full of twists and turns, ups and downs. And each of those twists and turns is an opportunity to learn, to grow, to get clearer about what you want. So if you're feeling stuck or unsure, here's what I want you to do. Make a list of 10 things you've always wanted to try but haven't yet. Maybe it's learning a new language, trying a new sport, volunteering for a cause you care about, or starting a side business. Now, commit to trying at least 3 of those things in the next month. Give each one a fair shot. Immerse yourself in the experience. Pay attention to how you feel. Does it energize you? Does it feel like a chore? Does it spark new ideas or interests? This process of exploration is crucial. It's how you discover your passions, your strengths, and ultimately your purpose. I remember a woman I met at one of my seminars. She was in her 40s, working a job she hated, feeling lost and unfulfilled. She didn't know what she wanted to do with her life, and she felt like it was too late to change. I challenged her to start exploring, to try new things without any expectation or pressure, just for the sake of experience. A year later, she came back to another seminar. She was like a different person. Her whole energy had changed. She told me that through her exploration, she had discovered a passion for gardening. She had started volunteering at a community garden and started teaching gardening classes, and now she was in the process of starting her own landscaping business. She found her passion, her purpose through exploration, and once she had that clarity, everything else started falling into place. So don't be afraid to explore. Don't be afraid to try new things. Each experience is a step closer to clarity, a step closer to attracting the success you desire. Now, once you have that clarity, once you know what you want, what's the next step? That brings us to our third principle. Principle 3, the power of belief. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't stress this enough. You've got to believe. You've got to believe in your vision, in your abilities, and in the possibility of achieving your dreams. You see, the law of attraction doesn't just respond to what you want. It responds to what you believe you can have. If you don't believe you can achieve something, you're sending mixed signals to the universe. It's like trying to drive with one foot on the gas and one to burn brake. You're not going to get very far. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, but Jim, how can I believe in something I've never experienced? How can I believe I can be a millionaire if I've never had more than a few $1,000s in my bank account? That's a fair question. And the answer is, you start small. You build your belief muscle gradually, just like you would build any other muscle in your body. Start by setting small, achievable goals. As you accomplish these goals, your belief in yourself will grow. You'll start to see that you are capable of achieving what you set your mind to. Let me give you an example. I once worked with a young man who dreamed of becoming a successful entrepreneur, but he had no business experience, no startup capital, and frankly, very little belief in himself. So we started small. His first goal was to make an extra $100 a week through a side hustle. It wasn't much, but it was achievable. And you know what? When he hit that goal, his entire perspective shifted. He realized, if I can do this, what else can I do? From there, we gradually increased his goals. $500 a week, then $1,000, then $5,000. With each achievement, his belief in himself grew stronger. Today, he runs a 7-figure business. But it all started with that first small goal, that first step in building his belief. Now, building belief isn't just about achieving goals. It's also about surrounding yourself with positivity and possibility. It's about feeding your mind with inspiring stories, motivational content, and uplifting ideas. I want you to think about this. What are you feeding your mind on a daily basis? Are you constantly consuming negative news, engaging in pessimistic conversations, focusing on what's wrong in the world? Or are you seeking out stories of success, surrounding yourself with positive people, focusing on possibilities and solutions? Your mind is like a garden. What you plant will grow. If you plant seeds of doubt, fear, and negativity, that's what will flourish. But if you plant seeds of hope, possibility, and belief, that's what will bloom. So I challenge you for the next 30 days, commit to feeding your mind with positivity. Read inspiring books, listen to motivational podcasts, surround yourself with positive people, and watch how your belief in yourself and your possibilities starts to grow. Remember, belief is not just a nice to have. It's not just positive thinking. Belief is a fundamental component of success. It's what gives you the courage to take risks, to persevere in the face of obstacles, to keep going when others would give up. As Napoleon Hill said, whatever the mind can conceive and believe it can achieve. That's the power of belief. That's how you start to align yourself with the success you want to attract. But belief alone is not enough, which brings us to our fourth principle. Principle 4, the power of action. Now I know some of you might be getting excited. You're thinking, great. I just need to get clear on what I want, explore to refine my vision, believe in myself, and then sit back and wait for success to come to me, right? Not so fast, my friends. The law of attraction is not about wishful thinking. It's not about sitting on your couch visualizing success and expecting it to magically appear. No, the law of attraction requires action, inspired action. You see, when you're clear about what you want, when you believe in your ability to achieve it, you'll start to notice opportunities around you. Opportunities that align with your goals and vision, but it's up to you to take action on those opportunities. Think of it this way, the law of attraction might bring the boat to you, but you still need to row. I once met a woman who told me she had been visualizing her dream job for months, but nothing was happening. When I asked her what action she had taken towards getting that job, she looked at me blankly. She hadn't updated her resume. She hadn't networked with people in her desired industry. She hadn't even looked at job listings. She was waiting for her dream job to find her instead of actively pursuing it. That's not how it works, folks. The universe responds to action. It responds to momentum. When you take action towards your goals, you're showing the universe that you're serious. You're aligning your physical reality with your mental vision, and that's when things start to happen. But here's the key. It's not about taking just any action. It's about taking inspired action. Inspired action comes from a place of alignment. It feels good. It feels right. It energizes you rather than drains you. Let me give you an example. Let's say your goal is to start a successful business. Inspired action might look like researching your industry with genuine curiosity and excitement, networking with other entrepreneurs and actually enjoying the conversations, working on your business plan and losing track of time because you're so engrossed in it, practicing your pitch and feeling a thrill of anticipation. On the other hand, an uninspired action might look like forcing yourself to make cold calls when you hate talking on the phone, attending networking events that you dread, working on your business plan out of obligation, watching the clock the whole time, avoiding opportunities to pitch because you're scared of rejection. Can you feel the difference? Inspired action aligns with your passion and your purpose. It feels good even when it's challenging. Now, this doesn't mean that everything will always be easy. Building a successful business or achieving any significant goal will involve hard work and challenges. But when you're taking inspired action, even the difficult parts feel worthwhile. They feel like steps on the path to your vision rather than obstacles in your way. So how do you ensure you're taking inspired action? It starts with checking in with yourself regularly. Ask yourself, does this action align with my vision and my values? Does it excite me even if it also scares me a little? Can I see how this action is moving me closer to my goals? If the answer to these questions is yes, you're on the right track. And here's another important point. Taking action builds momentum. Each action you take, no matter how small, creates energy. It creates movement. And that movement attracts more opportunities, more ideas, more resources. It's like pushing a boulder down a hill. At first it takes a lot of effort to get it moving. But once it starts rolling, it builds its own momentum. The same is true in attracting success. Those first steps might feel difficult. You might not see results right away. But keep pushing, keep taking those inspired actions, because once you build momentum, once you get that boulder rolling, it becomes unstoppable. I want you to commit to taking at least one inspired action every single day towards your goals. It doesn't have to be big. It could be as simple as making one phone call, writing one page of your business plan, or having one conversation with someone in your industry. The key is consistency. Daily inspired action, no matter how small, will create more results than sporadic bursts of activity. Remember, the law of attraction is not about sitting back and waiting for success to come to you. It's about actively co-creating your reality with the universe. It's about aligning your thoughts, your beliefs, and your actions with your vision. Now, as you start taking inspired action, as you start building momentum, you're going to encounter challenges. You're going to face obstacles. And that's where our fifth and final principle comes in. Principle 5, the power of persistence. Ladies and gentlemen, if there's one thing I want you to take away from our time together today, it's this: success is not a destination. It's a journey. And like any journey, there will be ups and downs, twists and turns, smooth sailing in rough waters. The key to attracting lasting success is persistence. It's the ability to keep going, to keep believing, to take an inspired action even when things get tough. You see, the law of attraction doesn't guarantee that everything will always go smoothly. It doesn't mean you'll never face challenges or setbacks. What it does mean is that if you persist, if you keep your vision clear, your beliefs strong, and your actions consistent, you will eventually attract the success you desire. Think about it this way: the universe often tests our commitment. It throws obstacles in our path to see how badly we want our dreams, to see if we're willing to persevere. I've seen countless people give up just inches from their breakthrough because they couldn't handle the temporary discomfort of persistence. They let setbacks discourage them. They let failures define them. And in doing so, they missed out on the success that was just around the corner. Now, don't let that be you. Choose to be persistent. Choose to be resilient. Now, I'm not talking about blind stubbornness here. Persistence doesn't mean banging your head against the same wall over and over again. It means being flexible, being willing to learn and adjust your approach, but never losing sight of your ultimate vision. Let me share a story with you. There was a man I knew. Let's call him Tom. Tom had a dream of starting his own restaurant. He had the vision, he believed in himself, and he took inspired action to make it happen. He opened his restaurant with high hopes, but things didn't go as planned. The first few months were tough. Customer numbers were low, reviews were mixed, and he was barely breaking even. Many people in his position would have given up. They would have said, "Well, I tried. It didn't work. Maybe this isn't for me." But not Tom. He persisted. He saw these challenges not as signs of failure, but as opportunities to learn and improve. He talked to his customers to understand what they liked and didn't like. He adjusted his menu. He improved his marketing. He worked on creating a better dining experience. It wasn't easy. There were days when he questioned everything, but he kept his vision clear. He kept believing in his dream, and he kept taking inspired action every single day. And you know what? After a year of persistence, things started to turn around. Customer numbers increased. Reviews improved. Word of mouth spread. And today, 5 years later, Tom's restaurant is one of the most popular in town. There will be days when you feel like giving up. Days when your doubts are louder than your dreams. And that's okay. It's normal. What matters is what you do on those days. Here are a few strategies I found helpful for maintaining persistence. Reconnect with your why. Remember why you started on this journey in the first place. Reconnect with your vision, your passion, your purpose. Let that fuel you when times get tough. Celebrate small wins. Don't wait for the big breakthrough to celebrate. Acknowledge and appreciate every small step forward. This builds positive momentum and reinforces your belief. Learn from setbacks. Instead of seeing failures as reasons to quit, see them as lessons. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this to grow stronger and smarter? Surround yourself with support. Have people in your life who believe in you, who encourage you, who remind you of your potential when you forget. Their support can make all the difference during challenging times. Practice self-care. Persistence requires energy. Make sure you're taking care of yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally. You can't pour from an empty cup. Visualize success. Regularly take time to visualize yourself achieving your goals. Feel the emotions of success. This reinforces your belief and keeps you motivated. Remember, every successful person you admire has faced setbacks. They've had moments of doubt. They've encountered obstacles that seemed insurmountable. What sets them apart is their persistence, their refusal to give up. As Calvin Coolidge said, nothing in the world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful men with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. So clarity is power. Get crystal clear about what you want. Embrace exploration. If you're not sure what you want to explore and try new things, take inspired action. Align your actions with your vision and your values. Persist through challenges. Keep going. Keep believing. Keep taking action no matter what. These principles, when applied consistently, will transform your life. They will help you harness the power of the law of attraction to create the success you desire and deserve. But here's the thing. Knowledge isn't power. Applied knowledge is power. So don't just listen to these words and nod your head. Why don't you just take notes and file them away? Take action. Start applying these principles in your life today. Get clear about what you want. If you're not sure, start exploring. Begin building your belief in yourself and your possibilities. Take that first inspired action, no matter how small, and commit to persisting no matter what challenges come your way. Remember, you are the author of your life story. You have the power to create the life you want. The law of attraction is simply a tool, a powerful tool, but a tool nonetheless. It's up to you to use it. So I ask you, what kind of life do you want to create? What kind of success do you want to attract? And most importantly, what are you going to do about it? The universe is waiting for your answers, waiting for your clarity, your belief, your action, and your persistence. It's ready to match your energy, to amplify your efforts, to bring you opportunities beyond your wildest dreams. But it all starts with you. It all starts with your decision to take control of your life, to harness the power of the law of attraction, and to become the person who attracts the success you desire. So my friends, are you ready? Are you ready to step into your power? Are you ready to start attracting the success you deserve? The time is now. Your future is waiting. Go out there and create it. Thank you